Hello. Um. Okay. I am Dong Yang. Hi. I started the live recording a bit late because there is some problem with my um with my the other phone that I used to record. So I'm using my official phone to record my Instagram. No time to rectify the problem in my another phone. So I was a bit late. If you hear the background music, today's episode will be very interesting. Many of you feedback that you wanted to have a session on ghost story, supernatural encounter. So I will use this episode to share about my personal story. This is real, no trace of lies. Right? Okay. Yeah, I hope the background music can be heard from here. Let me know if it cannot be heard. I haven't started recording the podcast, so I'll be doing this simultaneously. Video recording and my podcast on my 东洋异想世界. Many of you ask why 异想? Because the first series will be on supernatural encounter. Some of you ask, will there be alien, UFO? Sorry, no. It's just about spirits, 鬼魂. The spirits in my home, not at this place where I'm sitting at, but in my very own room. I'm going to start recording very soon on my podcast. Once I click, I will start now. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, welcome to my second episode of season 2. 东洋世界, Son of Winter World. Today is my second time doing my solo podcast. The other time was in episode 14. After this episode, I'll be interviewing different people on my podcast, so there'll be no live video for a while. So this shall be the last one before the next one with my best friend LaFay. I'm a bit uneasy sharing this because talking about spirits is something that we try to avoid, because I remember people telling me before, if you share about the spirit, they are very curious to hear also. Spirits doesn't just appear on the 7th month. I agree that during the 7th month, the veil between human and spirit is very thin. That's where the spirit can see us easily. And for those who have very bad luck, the spirit can even see you and come nearer to you. That's the truth. I can see spirit, but when did I start seeing spirit? I only started seeing it at the age of 18 years old. The first experience was in Pulau Tekong. It was the start of the opening of my third eye. How did that happen? It was this company called Whiskey Company. I doubt it's called Whiskey now. I do not know the name right now. It was about 2 a.m. when I was going to the washroom. It was a usual night. Suddenly, when I was washing my hands, I heard this. This is the voice I heard. It was like a girl, or should I say a voice that was not very old, a voice of a young girl who was crying for help. I did not know how to respond that time. I was kind of shocked, but surprisingly, I was not so scared because intuitively I kind of expected that this would happen. So I went to each cubicle to see was there anyone playing a prank on me, out of curiosity. It was 2 a.m. in the night. Everyone was sleeping. So I opened the door of the first one. Nothing there. There was about 4 cubicle. Second one, I pushed open the door. Nothing there. Third one, nothing. When I go to the fourth one, it was still nothing. But I saw something. There was a strand of hair on the ground near the toilet bowl. I look at it. I found it a bit fishy. All of the boys there will have their hair cut. The hair string was this long, as longer than the screen that can see. So that was my first encounter. I heard the sound, but I couldn't see. That was when I was 18 years old. After which, I did not see for a while during my university days. It was only like 5 years ago from now, 5 years ago, these things start to happen. It was a usual night. I was sleeping. I was so tired that day after work. I was still a teacher back then, so life was very hectic. There were a lot of work to be done. But that day was extremely different. I felt really tired, so I had an early rest at 10 p.m. I lay down my bed. Before I slept, I realized there was a moth that flew into my room. Before I sleep, I usually on my aircon, so the moth, I guess, couldn't escape from my room. It was during the 7th month, I remember, August. So I closed my door, on the aircon, and slept. I was sleeping, but I did not fall into deep sleep. I was not totally asleep. I could still hear my surrounding. I still can hear the traffic outside my house. And then suddenly, beside my bed, I felt there was something there. I felt very uneasy. Before you can see it, you can sense uneasiness. My heartbeat started to beat fast. Started to go very fast. Duk-duk, duk-duk, duk-duk. I opened up my eyes. I was not asleep anymore because I could see my room. Just before I turned my side to the side where the window was, because usually when I sleep, my back was facing the window. Someone was patting on my back. Like this. It was very hard. I did not know what is it. I just turned back and I saw a black shadow just beside me. It was so clear. My first time seeing this. A black shadow. He was around. It was a he. I sensed it was a man, although I couldn't see the face. It was a black shadow standing upright in front of my bed. There were no expression on the face. He was a bit meaty. About 30 to 40 years old, I guess. Broad shoulder. Okay. I would say body size bigger than average. And I was shocked when I saw him. I shouted. And my mom came in and asked what happened. Why did I shout so loud? And I was in a state of trauma. Because once I shout, that shadow disappeared. It just vanished. Before my mother came in. And then suddenly, because she on the light, the moth fly out of the room through the door. The moth could be a carrier of that spirit. So he might be telling me that, hey, I accidentally entered your place, but you closed the door, I couldn't go out. Please let me go out. So that was my first encounter. After which my mom was worried for me. So he started to put those talisman, those things, in Chinese the 符咒, on my cupboard, on my wall, on my door, to make me feel better. Because I started to see already. It became more and more obvious. More and more obvious. Did I see more after that? Yes. More. The second time was in my room again. This time round was a woman. I was sleeping again, and then when I woke up, I saw a woman with a long hair staring like this. Her eyes were big. She was in red color. Red. And she was talking to me in a language I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand. It was like a radio with the wrong frequency. You understand what that means? It was speaking to me. It's as though it's asking me to do a favor for her. But I don't understand. I was terrified. I shouted again. Ah! And it vanished. Just like that. There were many other encounters. This is just 2 of them. There are some more, but I'm not going to share everything. Some of them happened in my workplace. The school I used to teach. But I will not share it here, because many of you know which school I used to teach in. Every school, every workplace is haunted. Whenever there are deserted area, the spirit will stay there. They are always there because they are wandering spirits on the earth. When people die, the spirit couldn't find peace. The spirit still has lingering desire for things on the earth. So the spirits remain there. Alright? The spirit remain there. Some people can see, some people cannot see. It depends on your energy. For me, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm spiritual sensitive. If you are spiritual sensitive, they will know and they will come close to you because they need you for help. Yes. So that's the end of my sharing. It only takes about 12 minutes plus. I don't want it to be too long. If not, it will be very boring. So that's it for my sharing. For my next episode, I will invite my friend to share, but it may not be on a video live because they may not be willing to share their face. Some of them are overseas, so I'll be doing overseas phone call with them. So thank you for all of you down there. Let me end my podcast first. So to all my fans in podcasts, remember to subscribe to me or follow me on Spotify, Google Podcasts at Son of Winter. For those of you who are on my video, please follow me please remember to watch my video. There will be many interesting video every week without fail. I will try to upload and hope that my video will bring joy, will give you entertainment in time. I say goodbye to my podcast first, my podcast fans first. Okay, to all my podcast fans, that's it for today. See you all the next time. So to all of you out there, only 2 of you left, so I'll be a bit more relaxed now because I finished my recording on my podcast. I hope you enjoyed what I shared. It's really based on true facts. It's not something that is fake. Yeah, surprisingly more people join after going to end soon. Thanks to all. Hello. I have no time to really respond to each of you because I'm busy focusing on my story. So I really appreciate your time to listen to my live Instagram. Though there's only 3, 4, 5 people, but it's okay. It's a good start. I know some of you are busy, but I hope that you can recommend this to your friends through IGTV. Okay, so share with them this link. Today's one is really an effort done by me lah. So I see you then. I will be doing another live, not live, but a recording of my funny series video. For the next one will be on, I'll give you a bit of, since you're all here, then I can share with you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to imitate a friend who is very judgmental, who seems to care about his friend but don't know how to express himself well. So I will share that in the next funny video series. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Bye bye. Bye bye.